Hello everyone, welcome back to another reaction video with OneLove. We are going to dive into this recent live that Olivia did addressing her daughter's black eye. There was definitely some things in this video that I did want to speak on. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please make sure y'all are hitting the subscribe button and let's get into this.
My hitters are in here strong, huh? What black eye? What's going on?
Liv, you know exactly what black eye we're talking about. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, your daughter's black eye.
Hi. Why can't people just keep your name out of their mouth? Girl, I don't know. Um, I did my braids. Yeah, I put some braids in my hair. I started my business, my next business venture. I started my business Instagram, y'all. So if you guys want to, you guys can follow me there. It is on Instagram at beautybyliv222. So follow me there. I see a lot of my girlies following me over there. I love y'all. Thank you for the support.
So Liv is excited about starting another business. Here's the thing, you guys. I am all for supporting women who are wanting to better themselves, and I am definitely in support of any woman who is wanting to start a business. My thing with Liv is she has started so many things and she has not completed them. Like she has not followed through. She had the butterfly by Liv, the eyelashes. She had the hair oil. She was going to venture into tattooing. Then she was going to do the makeup. So it seems like she's going back to the makeup as a business venture. I did go to the Instagram that she shouted out. She only has 114 followers, and this video was posted 2 days ago. So I find it interesting that this woman has over 103,000 subscribers and only 114 are following this new Instagram, supporting her new business venture. And another thing I want to say is I also find it interesting that this is something that she is wanting to do all of a sudden after Jasmine had did a live last week, and she was basically sharing how she was going to start a possible workout line, which I think that would be a great idea for Jasmine. She could definitely promote it because she's definitely, really promoting a lot of her workout videos, and we're able to see what she's doing and we're seeing the results. So a lot of her supporters were really like letting her know, including myself, that that is a great idea. She definitely can do it. And here Liv comes along and now she wants to start a new business venture. Yeah.
What you want? I thought you were taking a nap. I'm going live, y'all. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. AJ.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't knock my phone over.
Hi.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
Hi.
Me.
Baby, don't hit your head. See, this one right here, he just knocks his head all around the damn place. You need to be careful.
Okay.
So clumsy.
I don't know if it's just me, but I had to watch this part 2 times just to make sure that what I was feeling was correct. First off, you could tell Liv was not wanting AJ in that room. The way she was looking at him and how she was also trying to play it off for the camera, like that was so awkward because it was so uncomfortable to watch. You could tell she did not want that little boy in there. And then, second of all, The way Stella just stood there, like it was so weird to me because Stella, first off, she was looking like she was just completely exhausted. But then I'm sitting here looking at how Stella was looking, and it was almost like Stella was thinking to herself, "You are sitting up here on this camera, and I got AJ." I don't know, y'all. I just felt very bad for Stella in that moment. Like, I really felt bad. Stella, blink if you need help.
I gotta get his haircut. So I'm thinking of getting his haircut.
No.
His daddy did tell me not to get his haircut because it's.
So I guess Liv is going to ride this lie out until the wheels fall off. Liv said, I don't care what y'all done exposed on this YouTube, I'm sticking to my story. Okay, Liv, we see you and we hear you.
I want to talk about this black eye. Okay, let me say this. I'm gonna really try to limit my children. I know you can't really tell from this live because my kids are all up and through it. Um, I'm gonna try, and I have been trying to limit my kids on this platform because I have realized that yes, I have a lot of supporters, but I also have. Mommy. What, baby? Mommy. I know you turned the fan on, baby. I see you. There's a lot of haters out here.
So, in other words, Liv, what you're saying to us is now you don't want to have your children on camera because you don't want us to see that you are guilty of the very things that you're trying to, make it seem like Jasmine is. All these false allegations you came up with, you thinking it was cute to post the My Shabby Life photos of Amaya on your community post, you thought that was cute. But what you didn't take into consideration is that karma. Yeah, you thought it was cute to post this picture right here on your community post, and then here it is, not even that much time went by where now you're having to explain your daughter's eye. See, this is what gets on my nerves with you, Olivia. You do all of this dirt and you think it's funny. It's funny when you do it to other people, but when it comes back around, oh, now you want to play victim. Oh, now it's grown women trolling you. It's grown women talking about you and your children. No, we have questions. Just like you wanted to raise questions in the direction of Jasmine and her parenting, now we're questioning your parenting. Okay, Liv? That's how that works. Again, you don't get to point fingers and throw rocks at people and think that when the tables turn, nobody is supposed to say anything to you. Okay? You really need to stop that because at this point, you are literally a walking billboard when it comes to karma.
A lot of grown women haters. I wouldn't even address it. No, I have to address this because they're bringing it over to my Instagram. And you guys can talk shit about me. Go ahead. I don't care. It's fair game. If y'all don't like me and y'all want to talk shit, that's cool. The thing I don't like is when y'all start lying, which most these bitches out here, all they do is lie. Okay.
See, there we go with that victim stuff. Yeah, it is fair game. You know why? Because look at what you created. You brought all that smoke in Jasmine's direction when Jasmine wasn't even thinking about you. She wasn't talking about you. You thought it was cool to conjure up all this mess, starting all these lies and accusations. And now that it's coming your way, oh, you don't like liars? But ain't that what you was doing? Lying? Yeah.
Like straight up lie about me. There's nothing to say, so they just lie. Okay, cool. But lying on my baby, saying that my baby has a black eye when I literally explained to y'all, because you guys, first of all, if it.
Okay, that was a stretch, Olivia. There is definitely plenty that we can say when it comes to your parenting. Nobody has to come on here and make anything up when it comes to that. Second of all, you want us to take your word for you explaining what happened to your daughter's eye, but you didn't want to take Jasmine's explanation. You didn't want to hear what her explanation was, right? You see what I'm saying? We're supposed to treat you differently, but it's okay for you to carry on the speculations and the false allegations when it came to Jasmine and her daughter. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying about you.
Any of my kids have never had black eyes. She's 5 months. None of my kids have ever had black eyes. None of them. We don't play all that over here. Okay. Bumps on their head. But like I was saying, y'all, if anything weird or like shabby happened to my babies, like I was up in here doing something wrong to my kids, or my kids got wrongfully hurt some ways. First of all, I ain't gonna bring them up on the camera to y'all. I'm not stupid, okay? I wouldn't show y'all. You know what I mean? If my baby had a weird ass. First of all, that would never even fucking happen because I'm not that type of mother. People already know how I am. People know I don't play about minds. They know what type of mother I am. So that's why y'all like to play with me so much. I get it.
Here's my issue with what you just said. You said if anything like that was to have occurred with your children, you wouldn't be stupid enough to put them on camera. To me, that speaks about someone who has something to hide. The fact that Jasmine did not hide her daughter looking the way she looked when she injured her eye showed that Jasmine didn't have nothing to hide. She was showing her life, everything that includes with having children and accidents that children have. She showed all of that. So in my mind, I'm thinking if there was anything that had took place that was inappropriate or that screamed abuse, I would think that Jasmine and at the time, Philip would not have recorded their daughter in that condition. But you are saying that you will act in a premeditative manner because you wouldn't want to show that. But to me, it just seems like that is kind of suspect. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that.
I guess when there ain't nothing else to play about, let's go after her motherhood. You know how sensitive she is about that. You know how she don't play about that. Okay, cool. I get it. And that I'm pretty much like desensitized from the whole fucking thing. I don't really care. But I had to address this because, like I said, y'all bringing this shit over to my Instagram, commenting under me and my baby's post. My baby does not have a black eye. My baby scratched her face. How babies do. Just like little boys fall and get scrapes on their knees, and they fall and kids fall, bump their head.
So, in your words, you're saying that if your children only have scraped knees and a bump on their head, then you are not considered a neglectful mother. Is that what you're saying? Because the thing is, how do you answer to the parents who have children in sports? Children who are playing football, who are being tackled. You don't think children get black eyes playing baseball? A ball hit you in the head or hit you in your eye. These things happen. You're not just going to be raising children that is only going to have little scrapes on their knees and elbows. If you have very active children, especially children in sports, they're going to get bruises. They may even break a bone. Does that mean that the parent was neglectful? Like, you're not making any sense, Olivia.
Shit happens, okay? That goes without saying. And the fact that I even have to say this is crazy, but black eye is crazy. I was looking at her eyes, and I think she has like the darkness around both of her eyes. She has baby bags. She's like me. She has little dark circles around her eyes. And that's okay. That's who she is. And that's her look. But she did scratch her face. That's the little scratch right there. She also had another piece of the scratch, but the scab healed and it peeled off. But my baby having a black eye, y'all don't play with me. Just stop it, okay? Y'all Y'all better off talking about my weight. Just keep talking about my weight and my hair and the fact that it won't grow and I can't get a man and no man wants me and I don't know who my baby daddy is. Just stay with that stuff. Don't go and talk about the kids' eyes and the kids' knees and the kids' bumps and the scrapes don't do that.
So here you are again saying that your kids is off limits, but everybody else's kids are free game. You don't want nobody to speak on your children or your parenting, but it's okay for you to speak on other people's children and their parenting. Regardless if your daughter had a black eye or scratches under her eye, you're missing the point. The point is, you thought it was okay to drag an innocent child into your beef with a grown woman, and you didn't have no problems continuing the allegations that were going out into the YouTube atmosphere. When it came to Jasmine's children, you had no problem bringing them into your beef. And you can't even see that because you did that, karma came knocking at your door. And it just so happened that your daughter had, whether it was a black eye or scratches under her eye, now you had to answer for why your daughter was looking like that. See, you scrape the surface of things because you don't want to take any accountability for the things you do. But the reality of the situation is every time you come on here and you do what you do towards people and how you drag people and how you talk filth about people, every time you do that, karma is going to come knocking at your door. And until you start to see your actions, it's going to continue to go that way.
Because y'all know how I get down. You never saw a kid malnourished over here. You never saw a kid hungry. You never saw a kid with bruises or scrapes or scratches. You never saw a kid locked in rooms. You never saw a kid go hungry. You never saw a kid asking for food and water. You guys never saw that over here.
Olivia, why are you coming on here trying to make it seem like nobody has ever heard your children tell you that they were hungry or that they wanted something to drink? Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you even going there? That makes no sense to me. See, again, you're trying to spin this narrative. What is this malnourished? You do realize that all black children are not fat or plump. Some of them are skinny. It has to do with genetics. Like, you saying what you're saying is so ignorant. I don't even feel like I should even have to say what I'm saying to you because it's sheer ignorance for you to think that just because a child is skinny, that they just happen to be malnourished. They're not being fed. There are children who are just naturally skinny because it's genetic. You have skinny children that grow up to be skinny adults. They can eat you out of a house and home and can't gain weight because it's genetics. You are very ignorant to say that. Like, we all know who you're talking about and what you're referring to, and it's just ridiculous as a grown woman with 5 children that you would say something that ignorant.
If we cannot give people money, if we cannot go out there and hand people money for food, for whatever they need, we can at least give somebody kindness. It is free to be nice. It is free to show love. It is free to
Girl, I saw you was struggling there because you trying so hard to make yourself look to be a certain way when that is not who you are. It's free to show some kindness, but yet you started drama on this internet? Like, girl, are you for real? Like, you are just a walking contradiction. You be, oh my gosh, I just cannot with you.
that shit is free. So the fact that people choose negativity over kindness, they choose hate over love, is crazy to me. Those people are straight up devils. Like, seriously, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that word, but
You said exactly what you were supposed to say. What did I say in my other video? Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You spoke truth because that is what you are, Liv. You are a straight up devil. Everything that just came out of your mouth proved that what you did on this internet, I don't care if it's been a week or I'm going on 2 weeks since your last debacle, nobody has forgotten, although you're trying to have these lighthearted conversations, you're trying to cause your followers to forget the drama. No, we ain't forgot, Liv. Yeah, you chose negativity over kindness and you chose hate over love. Yeah, that is crazy. It's very crazy because this is what you do. You do this all the time, all the time. But you want to come on here, like I said in the other video, you want to try to make your followers believe that you're all about positivity and light. No, you're the opposite of that. You are negativity and darkness. That's what you are about. You can fool your followers, but you're not fooling me. I see right through you. I see right through you. You're speaking with a double tongue. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. Straight up devil.
It don't make no sense. But anyway, it is what it is, y'all. All we can do is pray for people. Prayer is free as well. So yeah, I do send my prayers out to people. Look, y'all, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by any means, but one thing I can say is I'm a real ass, you know what, okay? I have my evil ways. I have my effed up ways. I could be a real bitch. I could hit you right where it hits you, honey. I could hit you right where it hits you, right where it hurts. Okay? This mouth, don't play. Now, I don't like to be that type of person, but people bring it out of me.
Don't try to blame that on anybody. Don't try to put that on anybody. No, you love the way you are. You enjoy that about yourself. That's why you're always starting stuff with people. So own up to who you are. Like I said, you got a snake on your body for a reason, Liv. That is who you are. You're a snake. Yes, you have snake behavior. You have snake ways. You move like a snake. You talk like a snake. You think like a snake. You're a snake. That's who you are. Own it.
Now, I'm learning more disciplined ways to be like, Liv, keep it together, don't engage, don't go back and forth. But a lot of people try me. A lot of people play with me. So they bring her out. They bring her out. I really need like another name for the evil side of me. What can we call her?
Y'all see what I'm saying right here? She literally just got through saying that she doesn't like being that way. But why did your eyes light up just now when you was talking about your evil side? Like anybody who really doesn't like to be that way, they're not going to be trying to think of a name for their evil alter ego. Like, get out of here, Olivia. You enjoy being evil because you are evil to the core. Why don't you just why don't you choose the Medusa name? Because you got Medusa tattooed on your body too.
Yeah, I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm not. I know what I am and I know what I'm not. I know that I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm also when you play with me, I play back. And I need to get that under control because I end up hurting a lot of people's feelings. See, my feelings don't get hurt. I have a very amazing ability to bounce back. And I don't give a fuck. I just don't. It does not penetrate. You guys have to understand, I grew up a certain type of life. I grew up being who I am. So I've been bullied my whole life. I've been talked down to my whole life. I've been played with my whole life. And believe it or not, I know people are not going to like this, but it all surrounded who I am. Me being biracial. I know people don't like it. I know that's a trigger. I know that hits some people where it hurts. I'm not trying to. It's just my truth. And I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm not gonna not say it because people, it's triggered to some people. No, I'm gonna say it.
It's not that it's triggering for us, Liv. It's just that we see through the victimhood that you're projecting onto your followers and onto the whole YouTube community. Like you want to keep telling this story about you being bullied, but yet you come on here time and time again bullying other people. Like make it make sense, okay? Please.
So the shit that people say about me today, girl, it bounces right off of me. Okay, for real, for real. So, but when I retaliate, you know, my words cut like a knife, baby. And them people walking around with wounds all over the place, holding on to their sides, holding on to their arms, wherever they got cut. You feel me? And it's just like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're limping. I'm sorry you're hurt. I'm sorry you're distressed. I'm sorry you got your mama up here looking a hot mess. I'm sorry that you feel like you need to prove, say, do whatever the hell you need to be proving or saying or doing. But baby, that ain't got shit to do with me. Because let me tell you something. If what a person says about you, if it don't mean shit to you, if it ain't true, if it don't hurt you, if you're not triggered by it, if you are healed past it, can't shit nobody say to you affect you. Can't shit nobody say to you stick to you. You feel me? And that's why none of this shit that bitches say about me sticks to me, bitch. Mm-mm. But like I said, today I had to address it because people are not gonna sit up here and lie like I be hurting my kids or like my kids are walking around with bruises or hurts or something, like something's being done to them. Like I said, wrong channel, wrong person. It's not that type of party over here. Um, but like I said, just pray for everybody, y'all. I'm a good person.
Girl, why did you pause there? Why did you have to think about what you just said? Like, that's weird. You trying to convince everybody you're a good person. That didn't even feel right coming out of your mouth, did it? That's why you paused. Like, how do you, in one breath, again, try to throw jabs at Jasmine, and then in the next breath, want to say, I'm a good person? You see how that works, Olivia? Like, you literally had to pause because even you didn't believe what you just said. Comical.
And I want the best for everybody. Until you play with me, until you try me, until you test me, until you take me to that point. You feel me? So, yeah. But for the most part, I be praying for people. I wish the best for people.
You can save your prayers, Olivia. I don't think anybody want your type of prayers. No, thank you.
Damn right. Right, Leah. They can't help it. You feel me? And I have empathy and I have love in my heart for people. Even the people who have fucked me over the most, I can still look at them and be like, I do feel bad for you. I do. My heart hurts for you. Because that's just how God made me.
Here you go again, trying to throw God into your conversation. You literally just been acting messy on this live, throwing jabs again, but yet you want to make yourself seem to be of positivity and light, and you want to bring God into your conversation. No, ma'am, don't do that. God is not in that, and I don't see how there's even love in your heart when this is how you move with people.
Um, but anyway. I also feel amazing because I'm actually reaching for my goals and I'm trying to stick to my goals because as you guys know in the past, I've said a lot of things on this platform that I wanted to do with my life and I never really went through with them because I've always had a lot going on. You know, it was like one thing after another, after another, after another.
It's interesting that you are speaking about this right now, Liv, considering I literally had to play a video from Gerard, on my last video where he literally was saying the same thing. Hmm, interesting timing.
And um since I've been on this healing journey, finding my way back to myself, I've rediscovered all of my passions, everything I love, and I really want to, I'm starting to work on them. So I'm excited. I'm living in my purpose. You feel me? So our past traumas don't define who people are. They do define you if you do not heal those past traumas, baby. If you do not work on those past traumas, if you do not go back, take a look, deep dive, sort them out, walk through them, they will define who you are. I see it every single day. I see it every single day. You know, people hate me because of how truthful and transparent I am. No, I didn't graduate high school. Yes, my mama is white. Yes, we were poor when I was a child. Yes, my daddy is black. And yes, he came from a hard struggle life. And yes, he lives in California. And yes, we had our issues, but we're good today. My mama's good today. My family's good today. Yes, my ex-husband did take my kids from me. He did. The courts gave them to him. But that doesn't change what kind of mother I am today. It doesn't change the way I love my kids. It doesn't change the way I stand 10 toes behind them, and I always have. You feel me? So I live in my truth. You feel me? I live in my truth. I've made a lot of mistakes. I fucked up a lot. I'm not perfect, but I'm comfortable and I love who I am. I see a lot of people walking around with a big mask on their face, you know, trying to hide behind degrees and careers and this and that and this and that. And they're just broken-hearted little kids on the inside that never got to heal their traumas. That trauma after trauma after trauma kept fucking piling onto them and they never handled. I see it every single day. So, yeah. It very much will define you if you do not work through them. So my advice is to always look in the mirror before you point fingers at anybody else and fix who you are, work on who you are before you want to step out and talk about or run your mouth about or judge other people. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you, girl. Just make sure you're taking your advice, okay? Take your advice.
Yeah, and another thing people will realize is nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has their issues. My issues are not your issues. Your issues are not my issues. I've been saying this for a long ass fucking time. Because people get on here and they think that they're perfect. And yes, people out here that are watching me, y'all might not have my issues or my problems. And you might be sitting there and be like, oh no, I don't want to go through what she went through. Which I would not wish this on my worst enemy. The stuff that me and my children have been through. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. But let me say this. Your issues and your problems, I probably wouldn't want those either. So it goes vice versa. Nobody's life is perfect. And the moment you step on here and you start talking about other people, people could start talking about you. But are you healed from that shit? Are you okay? Is that foundation up in there? Is that shit stabilized or is it wobbly? Any little fucking thing somebody says to you, is it gonna fall to pieces and you're gonna lose your shit and you're gonna be up on here talking about live every single day? If so, go get some counseling, go get some help, or go heal yourself and then get up on here and spread love and happiness and joy. You feel me? Because I'm not the one to play with. I've been telling people that. But people keep playing with me. And then when I strike back, they want to beat my ass. They want to come for blood. They want to da-da-da. They want to da-da-da. Why are you so mad?
You want to know why that is, Liv? Because you start mess. You started all of the drama that came on YouTube recently, and now you want to play dumb, like you don't know why people are coming for you and wanting to beat your behind. Like, come on now. And it just irritates me that you always come up on here after you done started mess. You always want to flip it and start talking about healing and being healed. And now you want to diagnose people who have degrees and You're trying to make it seem like these people who are letting you know that they're educated, that they have deep rooted traumas. Like, come on. What are we saying right here? Like, you're not making sense. If anybody has deep rooted traumas and is not healed, it would be you, because you're the one who's always and constantly picking at people. Everybody is in their own lane, and here you come along, lonely and bored, picking at people. But you want to make it seem like you're the healed one. You're the one radiating light and positivity. Girl, stop it.
If you don't want to feel the way that obviously I make these females feel, okay? Because they make whole dedicated channels about me, talk about me for days and weeks and months on end, okay? If you don't want to feel that way, then please don't play with me, okay? Because I really don't want to bring that side of me out. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to do that. I don't want to continuously have to do that. I just want everybody to live happily, okay? I try to give out my warnings. I try to sign them, seal them, and deliver them. You feel me? Just saying, please stop. Please don't try me. Please don't. Okay?
Liv, you really can't help yourself. You can't even stick to a positive and light message. You got to keep going back to your evil self. That's why you're snickering and laughing and you're thinking it's funny. Because again, it doesn't matter how much you try to present yourself to look innocent and to look like the victim. We know who you are, and the core of you knows who you are. That's why it keeps coming out. You cannot help yourself to keep it from coming out. Y'all, this was a very long video, but what I will say to you, Liv, is you want to put out warnings to people to not mess with you. My warning to you is that if you continue to pick at people, to mess with people, to continually provoke people, you best believe that the one you are going to have to answer to is God Himself. You can play on your channel and act like you're so close to God like that, but I'm telling you, the way you're moving, it is nothing near to being godly. Okay? God is not in this. And what's going to keep happening is that God is going to have to keep humbling you until you get it. So every time you mess with somebody and every time you speak ill will towards somebody, it's going to come right back around on your front porch. You would think by now you would have learned. You came at Chrissy and you spoke about how she had all these baby daddies, and then what did you end up doing? You thought you was safe because at the time you was with Gerard and you had only one baby daddy. You was so proud about that and you rubbed that in her face year after year, and then what happened, Liv? You ended up having multiple baby daddies. Yeah, look at you. You was talking about everybody being bald-headed, no edges, and now you're having issues with your hair. You talked about Chrissy not having her son with her, and you dragged her for that. And now look at you. You got 3 of your kids not living with you full time. You talked about Chrissy moving all the time when you were with Gerard. And again, look at you. You ended up doing the exact same thing. I can go on and on. Like, when are you going to learn that everything you do to people is going to come back on you? And a lot of the times, it's going to come back tenfold. I don't like to use the word karma loosely. I like to stick to what the scriptures say. And the Bible says you reap what you sow. You're reaping everything that you have sowed, and it's going to continue until you learn. Because what you don't want to do is play with God. You don't know who God's hand is over. And you're sitting here picking at people. You're going to mess with the wrong one because you don't know who they belong to, Liv. And when God's hand is over your life, oh, you better definitely worry, because God don't play about his own. So you can think it's cute and you can think it's funny coming on here warning people to not mess with you. But I'm telling you, you better stop messing with people, because it's going to continue to come back on you hard. It's One Love, and I'm out.